Welcome to the podcast Puro Chisme Desmadre. I'm Lil Roller.
I'm Bri Bri Tha Hutt.
So today we're just going to talk about what's going on in the world. And did you see any good movies?
Mortal Kombat, Michael Jackson.
Which one did you like?
I mean, I grew up like playing Mortal. It's hard to choose one or the other because growing up playing Mortal Kombat and it being a part of like my childhood and like memories created not just like with my siblings but also with my dad, like a bond you
Yeah.
share with somebody. But then there's also Michael Jackson, which is the music that I grew up with
Correct, yeah.
and that you just groove along with, you sing along with, you dance along with, you can relate to, or I don't know, you can't just choose one or the other, but I love both.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I saw both movies. I can't choose because I grew up with Michael Jackson. And then for people that don't know, I was born in 1983. It's that year that Michael Jackson invented the moonwalk.
Oh shit.
So I'm like, oh, damn, thanks to me, he did the moonwalk. Yeah.
Thanks to me.
Thanks to me.
You.
Thanks. And Mortal Kombat, well, I grew up with that shit, playing that fucking Mortal Kombat, so I can't choose.
Yeah, I can't choose.
I can't choose. But I'm also looking forward for the new Spider-Man movie coming out. Spider-Man movie, what's that? Star Wars coming out too?
Yes. That was coming out this month on the 22nd.
22nd, and then what other Toy Story?
Toy Story's coming up.
What Street Fighter? I'm looking at Street Fighter.
Yes.
That game, oh my god, I
That
can't
one
wait.
too. Okay, do you remember this? Hella fucking nostalgia. Do you remember at Cheezers, before it was California Gourmet, Cheezers, when they had the fucking Street Fighter right there?
Yeah.
I would be there for hours.
Yeah. I remember too, back in the day, right then saw that in the project in Benito. Somebody got the system with Street Fighter. And he could charge each kid 25 cents to go play inside the house with the Nintendo.
That's funny.
And like that.
That's smart though.
Yeah. But I remember,
smart.
and the cheaters.
I also remember, because you know how they changed. They had different types of Street Fighters. I also remember in King City, when I think it used to be Round Table.
Yeah.
They had the Street Fighter games right there, which was like Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter.
Yeah.
We would fucking be there for hours.
Hours. Yeah. Oh my god. Bring back so many memories.
Yes.
Yeah. Who was your favorite character, Street Fighter?
Chun-Li. It's always been Chun-Li.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Me would be Ryu or Blanca.
Or Blanca, yeah. I would always just choose Chun-Li. I would make sure I would try to get the pink.
Yeah.
The pink outfit.
And I remember, even right now, that I'm already 42, I still can do the stupid special moves.
It's hard for me. Yeah. It's hard for me to do special moves. I'm a spammer sometimes. I'm not going to lie. I am a spammer, especially when it comes to Mortal Kombat. My favorite fucking character, and I know that she doesn't come out in all the games. Sometimes you have to buy them, is Melina.
Yeah.
And I always fucking spam the teleport kick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why my son gets mad too, because with Mortal Kombat, I'm doing the same move over and over.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate it because my son, the youngest one, he plays Street Fighter, he knows all the moves, and you're not well, like...
I can't. I love playing, but I can't. I can't do the special shit. My brothers would pause it, look at the menu, and they would like fucking... And then all of a sudden they'd be kicking my ass. I'm like, you guys are fucking assholes. You guys are cheaters or whatever.
A mí lo que me gusta mucho jugar es Super Mario. I grew up with Mario. Oh my god. That one. What other games? Well,
Sonic.
Sonic
the Hedgehog. I grew up with it just because my cousin was Sonic 2. No. He played Sonic 2, and because I always played with him, it's one of my favorites. And the cool thing about it though is, for it being like one of my favorites, it's also became one of my son's favorite también.
Yeah, me, Sonic, no me cae. I remember the day that my grandpa, I asked my mom, can you buy me a Sega? She like, no, like, okay, like whatever. I was upset. I went to school that day. When I came back, to abuelito, my mom's dad, got you something. I went to my room. I started a Sega Genesis. I got like, damn.
Oh my god, such nostalgia.
And Sonic, I played it. No me gustó.
No, the second one is my favorite. I'm not the fan of the first one.
Yeah.
But the second one. And what I like about it is that it's downloadable on the iPhone. So sometimes, like, if I'm feeling nostalgic, like, I'll play it.
Like, for me right now, I don't know, because maybe I'm old, but I don't like playing those shooting games. I get a headache.
Oh, yeah, no.
I mean, me gusta Pac-Man, me gusta football, soccer, and all that stuff.
Pac-Man, yes.
But I used to love them. My dad used to take me back in the day. Remember the arcade in the mall? You never went to the arcade in the mall?
I don't know if I remember.
Right now it's the claw machine right there. But they used to have a big ass fucking arcade back in the day. Maybe some of you guys remember the OGs back in Salinas, the arcades there. I used to love pinball machines. The pinball machines. Okay, right now I'm short, but imagine me when I was younger. I was more shorter. I couldn't fucking see over the machine. I took on momentos. I had to like that. Fucking to play with it. Nothing. So my dad asked the lady there or the guy to give me a little stool. So I would be standing up. So every time they see me go in there, they will bring out the stool, and they just let it out already. But I used to love the pinball machine. Every time I see a pinball machine, like right now, I'm thinking of buying one and putting one in my house because
That'd
I
be cool.
love that pinball machines.
That'd be cool.
You know, and my son wants to buy the Street Fighter game. They have it at Costco.
It is my dream to have the actual, like, the ones that you see at the arcades. At least one, because my cousin owns one. He owns the, I think it's Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter.
Yeah.
He owns that one, and I think it was a gift. But I would love to have something like that in my garage.
In the garage or here in the streaming room right here? Right here.
Fuck it, in the streaming room.
That would be fucking badass.
That would be freaking cool. I would love that.
Would you like to play any sports game on the system? Any sports?
Sports, no, I don't know why I couldn't hang with the sports. For me, when I got my Xbox, the first ever Xbox, I played Harry Potter, and I played James Bond, and what else did I have that I played? My brothers would get they had the Tony Hawk game, so I would kind of play here and there, but it was, I don't know why the sports no me pegaron.
Yeah, I mean, did you get the original Nintendo?
No.
No. Oh yeah, but you like a 90 baby, huh? Yeah, I remember buying.
Mine was PlayStation and the first PlayStation, first Xbox.
Me was the regular Nintendo. I remember like it was just yesterday playing Super Mario, and then it used to come with the gun. You had to shoot those ducks. Oh my god, that was like, I remember me right now like damn, so much memories. Back in the camp at the Benito Street. Oh my god, it's just crazy.
Yeah, no, just to have some of those nostalgic forms and be able to play them again, if you have the chance and opportunity, is awesome, because then you kind of go back in your brain to that time when you were little.
Even my son started to cut you out, and even my son ahorita, Papi used to play those games back in the day. Like they're not even entertainment. Like,
but back then that
was our entertainment. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know you, but me, my disability that I had, and never stopped me doing anything. I used to fucking can't wait for Saturday mornings to watch cartoons, and then after that, just go out, be outside all fucking day.
Oh yeah.
All day. So, ahora ya los niños nomás están en la mendiga casa de teléfono, que TikTok y que.
Well, no, me too. I mean, I was out. I would always be out. We would have to invent games to play outside and everything. Like, we would be out till the fucking streetlights would be on, riding the bikes. Freaking, we would be thirsty, but to not go inside the house and then tell, like, the parents, like my parents or whatever, whoever was taking care of me, if once you go inside the house, you have to stay in the house.
Yeah.
So drink the fucking water from the fucking water hose.
Yeah, eso que decía mi mamá. Si vienes ahorita, yo no vas a salir hasta más tarde.
Yeah.
So I'll fucking thirsty y le daba la pinche manguera, or you turn it on, salía el agua caliente in the beginning.
It would be hot first.
Yeah, it'd be fucking hot, like a which way, and then boom.
Mm-hmm.
And
just
then,
so you wouldn't have to go back.
Yeah, like now I'll go home. And then as soon as the lights hit, que prendía las luces, you know you have to go home.
Yep.
O decía mi mamá, si no te vienes, cuando se escude así no, y no vienes, te va a salir la llorona. O te va a salir el diablo.
Oh, damn.
And do it like right in the projects. Believe me, right there in Benito Street. I don't know if people right there saw that. Remember Benito Street? You will hear fucking weird shit at nighttime. And laughters and fucking screams. So, y se me está haciendo la esta. I fucking, as soon as the sun goes down, prendía la luz, my fucking tushy would be in the fucking house.
Damn.
Even in the project, even inside the house, you could hear in the windows and shit like that.
The only time that I have ever have like heard about that or experienced that is 2 times. Once living in Salinas, I guess, later on realizing after the house has been purchased after so many freaking years or whatever, there was, I guess there's an underground fucking graveyard that they never took the bodies out of, and that's in Santa Rita, in Salinas.
Damn.
And I guess one time my dad was kind of like, I don't know if he had gotten into an argument with my mom or what have you, I don't know, whatever. But he walked out of the house and he walked towards the 7-Eleven. He said that he felt like there was somebody walking behind him. and that every time he would look, there was nobody there.
Dude, sorry, my hairs from the back is standing up enough because I have a story to tell you right now.
Oh my god! Okay, I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell you these, and then you go for it. And then another time, my mom said that she was talking to my great grandma in the kitchen, and all of a sudden she heard like they both were talking, and heard a loud like that, like oh no, but like I'm pretty sure that because of that because of the graveyard that they never freaking. And they mentioned on the news. I remember, I think it was like KSBW care,
Yeah.
when they talked about that there was a fucking underground graveyard that they never removed the bodies from. So that's creepy and scary.
Yeah.
Second time that I experienced the shit, I was living right behind the Rite Aid with my aunt and my uncle, my tia. And I was sharing a room with my cousin at the time, and I felt like I was about to fall off the bed. And that's here in Greenfield, right? And I was about to fall off the bed, and I was about to pick myself up. And when I was going to pick myself up, something grabbed me from the shirt behind, and I was going like this, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I was trying so hard to like go like this, and for some reason I felt like the bed was getting farther and farther away, and I'm like trying to make noise for my cousin to hear me. She's all, oh my god, shut up. And then she fell back asleep because she just heard me like struggling or moving around. And then by the time I got myself onto the bed, I just looked up and I was like crying, like lágrimas, like not intentional tears, just lágrimas coming out. And I just kept singing one of my favorite church songs, and I ended up falling asleep. And I was like, oh fuck, no, I ain't sleeping in my cousin's room no more.
Yeah.
So then I went to the living room. When I went to the living room, I had all the fucking lights on in the living room. And even with the lights on in the living room, seeing this black figure just kind of going like this. And I'm like, you know, wiping my eyes, like, am I dreaming? Am I asleep? And I close my eyes and I'm like, please God, whatever this is, let it go away, let it go away, let it go away. No. I tried to open my eyes and I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
I felt like I couldn't breathe. And I couldn't even think. And the moment that I was able to gasp for any type of air, I just said God so loud. I left all the lights on in the living room, and then I ran to my other cousin's room, and I ended up sleeping on the floor. I was like, I'm never sleeping I couldn't sleep in the living room, couldn't sleep in her room. I slept on my other cousin's on the floor next to the closet.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I
yeah.
was like, fuck that shit, dude.
You know, mucha gente don't believe in that, but I know this. Me personally, I believe there's an afterlife. Yo sé que espíritus se quedan aquí.
Like unfinished business,
Yeah.
or not unrested souls or something.
Yeah, because I remember this happened to me last year, actually. I went to San Miguel mission. So, está la mission, and just thinking about it right now, there's a cemetery outside. So, but the cemetery is guarded off, tiene una fence. So every time I tried to put my camera on top to record, my camera will go off, and it was fully charged. So every time I put it back, as soon as it's not filmed, oh my God, just thinking about it, it will turn back on. So every time I go over the fence así, se apagaba. So like, okay, I just let it alone. So that night, I get back home. And me and Maria were in the room, we were arguing about some stuff. Arguing. It was this, like that, but a little more bigger. I had my Funko Pops. When Maria walked away, this thing, it just fucking flew. Like somebody got it with coraje y lo aventó. And well, I'm human. I did get scared, you know? But like, oh, no, that's just God. Like, you know, whatever's here, out, you know? So in that moment, I was talking to one of my friends in Arizona, and I took a picture. And the wall, I had pictures of my kids. You could see like an evil face. Una mal cara. So I prayed todo eso, and my dumbass, every time, because I didn't know, I was trying to explore, be ghost adventures. I would go to cemeteries, but I didn't know that you gotta tell the spirits, you know, don't follow me home, stay home. Stay here.
Yeah.
You'll wake up moments so you're like, oh yeah, let's just go. But I'm disturbing their peace, if it makes sense.
Yes.
You know, so that scared the shit out of me. It doesn't mean I stopped doing that, but I'm very careful. And like another thing too, in Sola Cemetery, my grandpa's buried there. I remember one night, me and my son, like we had the tape recorder and everything to go to trip out. Y ahí vamos como mensos, like around 11:30 at nighttime.
Yeah.
But it was fucking pitch black. The only you could see is the moon.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Oh my God.
As soon as I pull out where my grandpa's buried, I open the door, you could hear. And that's the way my grandpa used to whistle. I don't know how the fuck my crooked ass got in the car right away. I fucking ran. I thought it was fucking Speedy Gonzalez. I never fucking ran so fucking hard in my life. I got on there, and me dijo, vámonos. And I flashed the light, the high beamers, there was nothing there. No, hombre, le pisé la pinche con mi pata toda chueca en la gas pedal. You fucking, heck no. No.
You just reminded me of something else that had happened to me. I was living with my grandpa in the campo. Mm-hmm. And I had just moved in. I had cleaned the room that I was staying in and everything. And I was so happy because I'm like, all right, I finally have a room. I have a space. I have it clean. I stacked 2 mattresses on top of each other so I could finally just lay down and sleep. So yeah, I finally was like resting myself. And I was like already like falling into this deep sleep. And all of a sudden I hear, bum, 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 bum. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, maybe it's the neighbors, because my window and the neighbor's window is just like right there.
Yeah.
Right? There's hardly any space. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay, whatever. Maybe it's the neighbors. So then again, I hear it again. Bum, 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 bum. And it stops right at my door. So it's coming from the kitchen and it's footsteps, but like loud footsteps. And it stops right at my door. And I'm like, what the hell? I screamed for my abuelito so freaking loud. I was like, Abuelito! And he was like, ¿Qué pasó, Kike? He gets up all scared. And I'm like, I hear somebody in the kitchen. So he gets up, he turns on all the lights, and he's looking around. He's looking around the whole house. And he's like, there's nobody here. And I'm like, I heard somebody. I clearly heard somebody in the house. He goes, there's nobody here. And I was like, what the fuck? So then I ignored it. I ended up falling asleep. Another time was, he was asleep in his room. I was in the living room and I couldn't sleep. I was like having really bad insomnia because I was going through a lot of things. And I felt my temperature of my body like get hot. So hot. Like if I had, like, not like a fever, but just like my cheeks were so red. And I was like, and I went like this and I'm like, there's something here. There's something here and it's good. Bad. It's not good. So I tried to take a deep breath and I prayed and I kept praying and I kept praying and I kept praying. And I was trying to focus on the TV because the TV was on and I kept praying and I kept praying until I just started to like kind of go back to normal a little bit. And I was like, fuck that shit. I'm going to my room. I'm going to try to go to sleep. And I did. But that felt so ugly. Yeah. Another time is both doors, both fences on the outside of the house are closed, especially in the nighttime. And we heard a dog at the back steps. And of course, I'm scared. My grandpa's scared. He's not going to open the door. But we hear like that, just growling. So my grandpa from the door, he's like tapping his foot as loud as he can. And he's saying, go away. Get out of here. Go away. And like, it was just taking a very long time. It just kept making that same noise right by the door. So finally, he was like, I'm tired of it. Like, he was tired of it already hearing it. So when he opened the door, there was nothing there. Yeah. He flashed the flashlight all around the whole back, through the front. Nothing. There was no dog, no nothing there. And I was like, what the fuck? So, yeah, and another time, but I think it was my grandma. I think it was my great grandma. Christian was a baby.
You want to continue? You want to say that for another video so it can make it more interesting?
Yeah, we can save it.
Sorry, guys, we're gonna save it more because I have more stories. You know, this is a little preview, but yeah, it's like it's just crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. You know, damn. Bueno, tengo los pelos parados hasta
I know my heart, my anxiety is like this just talking about it because no, I'm good.
Yeah. So, what else besides the spooky shit?
Well, we were talking about the movies, but what did you think about like the Mortal Kombat? Because since there is an original movie that came out in what, 95 or something like that, 97, por ahí, something like that.
Mortal Kombat
in the 90s, yeah. Versus like this one. Like I get it that there's different graphics that they could use nowadays compared to back then.
Well, yeah, because my opinion is nothing will beat the original.
Yeah.
Nothing will beat the original. This one because, as a matter of fact, it was not 97.
It was a 97?
No, it was early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken.
Really? Look it up real quick. I could have sworn it was like 95,
No.
97, but
Nope. Hold on, I thought that when was the Mortal Kombat original movie released? Oh yeah, you're right. In 95.
I told you. I know my movie stuff.
So which one did I go see in theaters then? Can't be that one.
Stupid.
No, it can't be that one. Because I took my kids.
So you seen one in movie theaters?
Yeah.
Like aside from the one we just watched?
Yes.
Aside from the new one we just barely came out a couple days ago.
Yeah, because I remember at the end credits, Johnny Cage, he makes his appearance.
There's multiple Mortal Kombat movies. There's the one from 95. There's Mortal Kombat Annihilation. And then there's actually animations, like cartoons. And there's a show. There's
Dude,
a Mortal
I'm tripping.
Kombat. I think there's 2 Mortal Kombat shows.
Well, I think I saw the second one because that's what Johnny Cage.
And then they came out with this new one that came out during COVID. And then this is the second part to that one.
Yeah, that one.
The one during COVID?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's
So you
crazy.
haven't seen the original 95?
No.
Oh my God, we gotta watch it.
Oh, damn.
There's an old school one. There's actually 2. There's the Mortal Kombat and then Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Let me check real quick. I'll check right now real quick. Give me a second. 1995 Mortal Kombat movie. Sorry, guys. Oh, no. Oh my God. You're right. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. I definitely gotta watch it. Dude, I feel so dumb right now.
And there's a lot of animations and cartoons. I've seen all of them.
Okay, now I have a... Sorry to cut you off. My thing is, you want Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
Oh, I can't choose either or.
No, you gotta choose one right now.
I can.
You
Both
have
of them
to.
have such
You have to right now.
nostalgia to me, and like my childhood and everything. I can't.
I could.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
I didn't know it.
Yeah, Street Fighter.
I can't. And what about the original Street Fighter movie? Have you seen the original Street Fighter movie?
With Van Damme?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
My dad took me to go see it in the theaters.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
It is one of my favorite movies.
I showed my son that, like, vamos a mirarla, like, you used to watch movies like this? Like, how? The graphics? Like, Papa, like,
That was the best.
you know, my opinion, well, I was born in the right era, in the 90s, in the 80s, sorry.
Yeah. No, I like watching old movies. Sometimes, I'm not saying all movies from this age or era or this time are bad. No. But I just love going back and watching movies like The Fugitive, U.S. Marshals, like Harrison Ford, Tommy Lee Jones, Val Kilmer, Keanu Reeves, Speed.
Yeah, Speed, yeah. Oh, my God. Don't get me started on that. My personal...
Rush Hour.
Nah. My personal movie, and I know a lot of people are going to agree with me, my favorite is La Bamba.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, my God. It reminds me of me. No, but yeah, that's my classic movie right there. La Bamba.
Blood In, Blood Out.
You just beat me to the punch. American Me. Boulevard Nights, guys. OGs, Boulevard Nights. That one right there. The only thing I never liked is Mi Familia.
I out of all of those, I'd rather watch Blood In, Blood Out. Out of all of them, for some
Well, yeah,
reason.
because Blood Out is more realistic than American Me, if I'm not mistaken. You know, there's a lot of things that American Me lied about in that movie. You know, there's documentaries and everything, but what other ones that are like...
I like Space Jam. Space Jam's good with Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah. Now with LeBron James, Michael Jordan. And I want to say this once, if Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
That's
It's Michael Jordan, Kobe, may he rest in peace. And I'm not even going to say LeBron James is third. LeBron James like a little bit more down. And I know a lot of people are going to be in the comments like, no, really, you're wrong, but it's all right.
That's your personal opinion.
Yeah. You know, but yeah, what about Arelas?
Novelas? Oh my god, I can't remember the names of them, but I know I used to sit there and watch them with my great grandma or my abuelita or my cousins or whatever. I know the one that I'm remembering at the top of my head is like La Madrastra. Oh, we're freaking watch Days of Our Lives. That is
Nah,
like one of the longest running fucking soap operas. And I know it's not like a novela,
yeah.
but you know, one of the longest running soap operas. I used
Me,
to watch that.
I hated watching novelas with my mom because during the damn fucking novela, I'd be like, Amá, cállate la boca. Estoy escuchando la novela. O vete para allá. I'm like, damn, dude, I was just asking you if you
Because
had
it's not
something to
like you
drink.
can watch the episode again. That's
I know,
why
but
it's not like now, like streaming
yeah,
services where you can rewatch episodes. Like,
I mean, back in the day, I used to watch um, Dos Mujeres Un Camino. That one, fucking badass. Tierra de Reyes. But right now, my top novela that I love watching every fucking day, and I know it's going on for a long time, Señor de los Cielos. That one right there. But I'm just remembering my mom right now, we used to watch novelas. She used to get on my last damn nerves. Like, I could even ask her nothing. Like, Amá, ¿qué está? Cállate, déjame escuchar. Or I'd be like, Amá, I'll go over there right now, voy para allá. No, espérate que se acabe la novela, ya vienes. I'm like, okay. I'm like, damn.
no, I'm like remembering the actors, but for some reason I cannot remember all of the names of all the novelas that I watched with
What
my
about
grandparents.
TV shows besides Days of Our Life? Mine, personally, Saved by the Bell,
Saved by the Bell was one.
Family Matters.
Boy Meets World was another one for
Oh
me.
my God. I was in love with Topanga.
Topanga.
Yeah, Topanga, whatever her name. Oh my God. And my favorite character for that was Eric.
I like Fresh Prince too.
Well, yeah, that one too. Yeah, that
Fresh Prince of
one.
Bel Air.
What other ones that I used to fucking watch?
Mine was a lot of cartoons like Rugrats,
Oh yeah,
Spider-Man and the Spider-Man animation on Fox Kids,
I can
Batman.
I cannot Spider-Man cartoon. No, I'm in love with the old Batman series. The más antes consider Batman and Robin. I know a lot of people like, oh, Batman, that one guy. I wanted to be Robin.
You wanted to be Robin?
Yeah,
Which Batman series? Like the
los viejitos back in the
back in
day.
the days?
Yeah, no,
For me, it's a Batman animation that would come out on I think it was Cartoon Network.
no.
And then Ed and Eddie, Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, fuck, I'm trying to remember, Sailor Moon. And there's two different versions of Sailor Moon. There's oh freaking crap. There's the one that they have right now that's streaming like on Hulu and stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's another one. Oh my gosh, I forgot who was the one that was responsible for the dubbing, but her name was Serena, and this other version it's Usagi. So I'm not used to the new. It's not. I know it's not a newer version, but it's a different version. I'm not used to that one.
Dude, that's
I used
crazy.
to watch that one.
For me, Looney Tunes.
Looney
How did
Tunes,
I find the guy? It's the chair that's
yes, Looney Tunes. I would also watch Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
That shit would get me through a lot of shit. A lot of shit. It would make me laugh when I was going through so much shit when I was a kid because I seen a lot and I went through a lot.
I remember Saturday morning waking up, my mom used to make me a menudo, con tortillas a mano, haciendo papas con huevo, con tortillas hechas a mano,
Making me hungry.
o huevo con bacon, o huevo con chorizo. Oh my God. Good. Like, there's nothing like your mom's cooking.
Yeah, for me it was my great grandma, my abuelita.
Mi mamá, like, oh my God, me hacía los burritos, de like, and then, like a snack for me, I used to get crackers con mayonesa with mayonnaise on the crackers. Oh my God.
For me, because sometimes my grandpa would feed us after school and my abuelita wasn't there. She had like an appointment or she was running errands or she went to Salinas that day. My grandpa would toast bread and tell us to put mayonnaise on it.
Yeah, mi mom
Just
too.
do that.
Sí, tortillas de harina a mano. Y, you know, I know a lot of people fucking remember this. Put fucking slap bologna in it. Bologna, or si no, just butter. And,
Ham in my house.
you know, con nosotros, we were not that fancy like you, with ham. Yo con bologna.
Bologna.
And nowadays, I don't even eat bologna, I eat the fancy shit, the ham. I like...
Another show I remembered, and I know it's an older show, but I used to watch it a lot because of like whoever's house I was in. I Love Lucy.
I never got into that.
Oh my God, I love Lucy. That's another show. Like even as an adult, if I'm going through bad depression, I even feel like crying. If I put I Love Lucy, it just starts to make my world just feel brighter because
Okay,
I'm
I'll make
laughing.
sure I put it on every time I see you because for me, go ahead, sorry.
And
B.
Three's Company. Sorry, it's because I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Three
forget
Company,
Three's
yeah,
Company.
yeah. That one, yeah, and then for me, the Brady Bunch.
I really didn't see the Brady Bunch that much. I know
I want,
I used to come on the TV, but I don't
I
know that
wanted a
much.
big family. I'm not complaining. That's the thing. I have 3 kids, but I wanted a bigger family. Like for me, it's just me, my brother, and my sister.
Yeah.
But I would imagine, like having between 7 to 8 kids. I wanted a big family. No me, no me dio la oportunidad. Dios me dio la oportunidad de tener 3 kids. I'm not complaining, but I wanted more kids.
And I'm the oldest out of 7 kids.
You see, so I'm blessed to have 3 kids. We should have 4, but we lost one. But yeah, I wanted a big family. I always wanted a big family. One thing I want to regret in this life, not naming one of my kids my name, because my daughter's named after my mom. My middle child's named after my dad, and my youngest one, my damn fucking dumbass, fucking when he was born, I walked away to go to the cafeteria, and when I come back, my wife fucking put Anthony Edwards. So me chingué.
Anthony Edward.
Yeah, Hernandez. That's his full name.
Anthony Edward.
Yeah. Le quiso poner un nombre acá, Navacho, si sabes. But yeah, so it's an Anthony Edwards. My son is Juan Jesus. So no me dio la chance. So I don't know. Maybe one day. Hopefully. Maybe. Down the future. You never know. And not just adopt a child, just put my name on it. Be like, you're Jesse Jr. You know? Nah, but
Yeah.
yeah, I wanted a big family. Like, to be honest, I wanted a big, big family. And like I said, it's just me, my sister, my brother. And then me growing up with my brothers, big fucking age difference. That I can't say like, oh, I used to kick it with my brother and my sister because, like I said, the age. Y back in the day, pues, mi brother hacía sus cosas con sus amigos, mi sister allá. So
Yeah.
I was
They
just,
felt kind of like more secluded.
yeah,
I am the oldest out of 7, right? My sister wasn't born until 5 years after me, if I'm not mistaken. The years, it's late, guys. It's late. But yeah, she was. We have the difference, so it was kind of hard to relate to my sister.
yeah,
It was kind of hard to relate to my other siblings because it's like if you think about it, it's not just like 5 years between my sister, another year between my
yeah,
brother, and then 2 more years my other brother, and then 2 more years my sister, and then it's just a lot of years in between that. When my brother Joshua was born, I was about 14, 15 years old, and because I was homeschooled, I took care of him. So to
yeah,
me, I see him like if he's my kid more than
yeah,
my sibling.
yeah.
And then I have my baby sister. She's 14 years old, and I'm 34. So look at the 20-year difference.
Yeah,
It's
you
crazy.
hello, dude. So, anyways, yeah,
But yeah, so I understand in some ways. So, but I was lucky and blessed enough to have my cousin, who's like a sister to me because we had just each other. She was the only girl out of all the boys. She was the only girl.
and it's funny you said that because me too. With my cousin, she's also a female. I grew up with her. Like I seen her like my sister. And we were just talking about that. Like she was telling me thank you for being there. Like I told her to thank you too because I remember she used to take me to the carnival. She used to fucking advise me about dating girls and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, I love my sister. Yeah, I love my sister. And it's funny that when we're younger, we did not have that relationship.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna
now that
get to
we're
that right now.
older, we got, especially with my mom passed away, we got so close with each other now that, it's like, fuck, where were you at when I was younger, fucker?
Yeah.
But I understand because,
I feel that with my siblings
yeah,
too. I'm a whole lot closer with my sister than I was before. Like, I know she knows that I'm just a phone call away, and I'm just like we're both just a phone call away or text away from each other, or even like my brothers and sisters going through things and me not. You know how I am. When you're going through something, how am I? I'm just front row and center.
yeah, you
So
annoying, yeah,
when they're going through something, like I never want them to feel alone.
yeah,
So it's like my younger sister will call me, my morenita, she'll call me, and my brother Jacob was going through something. He was calling me. We were talking, and like just all of them. Somehow, some
Yeah.
way, when something's going on, I have gotten closer to them. I've always been close to them. They've always been like my kids, but more than my siblings. But just as lately, as adults, you just develop a stronger bond and a stronger, you could even say like a friendship with
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
with your siblings, because they're going through things and you just don't want them to be alone when they're going through
No,
it.
and I know exactly what you mean because you call me sister. I never thought I was going to have that relationship. And now I could come with her and anything, like to talk to her and stuff. She's giving me advice. I thought I was going to be close to my brother because he's my brother, you know. But no, all I call my sister, yeah. And we do fight, me and my sister, we do fight sometimes. We bump
Yeah.
heads.
Same
But
thing
the
with my
things that my mom
siblings.
show us, Bri, if we're in a fight, if we stop talking to each other, stop talking to 1 or 2 days.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
don't fucking
1-2 days, maybe a week, maybe a maybe a
no,
month,
no,
but
that
like
month,
other
that'll
like,
be
but we will find our way back to each
yeah,
other to
because
just let it
the
go.
thing is that every time me and my sister peleamos, I always remember my mom like, déjase hablar poquito, but otra vez. Because it's true, the other day, I need my sister. I need her. And, that's what I said, ahorita, I've been helping her too with her stuff. I never thought I was going to be able to help, and I've been helping her. But yeah, if you guys have a problem with your sibling, you can have a talk or anything, fuck whatever happens between you and your brother or your sister. Life is too fucking short to fucking have grudges because,
I agree, just because I lost my brother to cancer in 2016. So
yeah,
life is way too short to be carrying that. It's just better to talk it out, work it out, or just let bygones be bygones and just let it go, because you never know. Life is just too precious and it's too short.
you never know. And, you know, yo lo pienso de esta manera, I was just thinking about it a couple of days ago, and I might start crying now, but I'm sorry, guys.
I'm getting
And
emotional
hope,
too.
but it's like my sister, my brother, they're the oldest. And it's true what they said. I might be the one that had to bury them. I'll be the only brother left on at the thing, and I want to enjoy life lo que se acuerda con mi sister, because I almost lost my sister a couple of years back to cancer. I'm sorry that you lost your brother. You already know that pain, you know. My sister she told me, I was in Selena, she told me, like, brother, I have cancer. My world, that moment when she told me, I didn't show my emotions.
You
She
feel
didn't know
crushed.
this. She's going to find out right into this video. But when she told me that time, I was at Home Depot. I stopped and I cried because, like, I was afraid she was going to die. And mi mamá dije, yo no quiero mirar a mi hija muerta y todo eso, pero, gracias a Dios, aquí estoy, she sigue dando lata. But if you guys have that grudge, you guys, with your brother, your sister, even your mom or your dad, let it be bygones, it's,
Just advice that we're giving. You don't have to follow, but it's just
yeah,
from our experience and what we've gone through. It's horrible. It's
yeah.
just a horrible pain to go through that. I mean, if you guys have seen the other episode, I do kind of explain that my son was born in the same hospital the same day that my brother was diagnosed. And when I heard the news, I had my child in my hands and I was about ready to just go fucking crazy and start crying and completely lose myself. And I looked down and I looked at my baby and I was like, I can't do that. I can't. So
It's
it's
hard.
hard.
It's hard, and if you have cousins that you guys have a grudge and everything, like I said, just forgive them and keep forward because life is too fucking short and life is too precious to have grudges, guys.
Yeah.
You know, um, yeah, that's what I think. Well, hay que seguirle, and it's funny that the day at the funeral, they want to start diciendo, oh, we should have done this, we should have done that, and I know there's a lot of people talking shit about me about my mom, but I have no regrets with my mom. I tried everything I could to be there for her. I have no fucking regrets. Those people just talking out their ass, you know, um, they're just talking out their ass saying that I'm not pretending to be a perfect son because I know I wasn't a perfect son with my mom. I was a fucking dick to my mom sometimes, and I'm man enough to fucking admit it, But my mom forgives me, and yeah, right now I do have I still have my old man, el pinche viejito, pedoso. I know he's watching. I know he watching my videos. But I love you, Dad, and I don't see you every day. I wish I could see you every freaking day. And I know some people like there's no excuses, but there is some excuses that how can I say this? I have my reasons why I don't want to see him. It has nothing to do with my dad. My dad. I can never hate my dad because that's my dad. I love him. I respect him. But there's stuff there that But anyways, going back to your brother, again, like I'm sorry, Bri. I know it's hard. I can't say I know what you're feeling because I still have my brother and my sister. I almost lost my sister a couple of years ago, but I did it. Gracias a Dios. And like I said, I'm sorry.
I think one of these episodes I will definitely discuss my stages of grief because
Yeah.
everybody experiences grief so much differently, and sometimes you just want to dig a hole and just kind of stay
Oh
there
yeah.
and
Oh
not get
yeah.
out of it.
Yeah.
So I will definitely explain how I am able to cope with grief, because sometimes there's just sometimes you feel like there's no way out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I'll definitely save that for
Yeah.
another episode to
Yeah.
help people if it does help, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. And yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like right now, I feel like just digging the hole and not coming out because the thing that I'm going through right now. But I can't do that because I have a loving God and a protecting my Father up in heaven. God's I know que me va a sacar de esta cosa que estoy pasando. It's not in my time; it's going to be in His time. You know, but yeah, we can't be sad anymore. Yeah, let's talk about something else. And it blows my mind that she texted me earlier like, Jessica, what? Well, mom just remembering right now that how you used to pick up my brother to take him to practice. Okay, damn, I fucking feel old, dude. Like that was years back. I'm like, damn, are you
See,
serious?
just so people know that that our story of how we met is the truth. Like that just goes to show. Even my mom was like, "Yeah, I remember when he used to go pick him up, and I remember he used to. That he was a really good coach, and I remember like she just gave me those flashbacks. I was like,
I
oh
was like,
shit."
damn, like when she told me I was like laying in bed, que, nah, no manches, no puedo estar tan viejito allá. I'm barely fucking going to be 43. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy how time passes by and you know
Yeah, because my brother, he's 26 now.
he's still a troublemaker.
He's always gonna be a little shit. You have that one sibling cousin that's
Oh yeah.
that's a little shit. I love you, brother, if you're watching this. But
Yeah.
yeah, he knows. He knows he's a little shit.
That's crazy how you want to remember that shit dude, like that. That's been years and years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's something I'm proud of that in Greenfield and saw that I have already grown men already that I used to coach when they were little, they were 10. Now I'm coaching their sons, their kids. And like it's just hilarious to me. Like when I go, oh coach, you don't remember me? You used to coach me back in the day, okay, yeah? Or now you be coaching my son or my daughter. Like damn, dude, I'm coaching generations to generations, you know. And that's one thing I want to leave back when it's my time to go. That'll be my legacy. Like this short man coached me in football, talking basketball, you know. But it's just crazy, dude. Like tell your mom that thank you for making me feel old. Yeah.
That's funny.
Anything else, Bri, before we cut it off?
Um, no, not that I could think of. I just, as much as we always say, as much as this is a Chisme Desmadre, I just like, if the drama comes, we'll address it. But for right now, we're good.
Yeah.
We're
Fue
good.
good. Gracias a Dios, estamos bien. Me, I'm going through a little bit of depression, to be honest. Thinking about, and I'll be honest, I talked to Bri about this. Um, I don't know why. I'm 43, but if it makes sense, I want to be a dad again. If it makes sense, I don't know. It's just I don't know. I just wanted a big family,
Yeah.
but no se me hizo, está bien. I gotta tough it up and seguirle. Pero I'm very excited, guys, for the new stuff that's coming out. First, content and YouTube, and want to get some sponsors, primeramente Dios. And yeah, this podcast is going to be different topic, what's going on in the world. Tomorrow, podcast want to be talking about what's the new virus?
The hantavirus.
Yeah, it's not corona, guys, so relax. That fucking virus has been around forever. So,
I'm going to be a little bit of desmadre today.
what?
So if you want a new kid, are you saying that you're looking for a new baby mama? Another baby mama?
Might be a possibility.
So I'm going to search for a baby mama.
Monday?
You're in the search for a baby mama.
Yes. So, take your applications now.
Taking applications.
If it happens, it happens, you know. Doesn't mean that que soy mujeriego, que ando allá cagando el pinche palo, you know. But
People are going to talk regardless.
Cada uno ya sabe, me dice que soy puto, mujeriego, el que va a doler, que ando
From
good,
what
my
we've
man.
already went through and have experienced with everybody who was talking or saying or spreading the rumors or whatever, people, regardless of what you do, whether it's good or bad, people will always be talking. So it's your life. It's how you want to live it. It's up to you. It's not nobody else's. So nobody has the right to judge or...
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the one I want to answer to is God, not to the people, you know.
Exactly right.
So, but with that, anything else? Because I'm kind of hungry right now.
No, I think we're good. Just you guys keep an eye out for our episodes. Again, these are after hours, so we work on this when, we have the time after hours.
I have the time. She takes forever, but yeah.
I have a full and busy schedule, but yes.
Fuck, it's hot in here, dude.
That's just you.
Or maybe it's a fucking ring light fucking hitting my face.
Oh, it is kind of facing towards you more
Yeah,
than it is. Yeah.
All right, guys, this is Lil Roller. It is puro chisme.
Y desmadre.
So the next episode, keep an eye. Ahí estamos. Nothing below, guys. Peace out.
I forgot to say, I'm Bri Bri Tha Hutt.
Oh, my bad. You see, guys? I'm hungry. I apologize. I thought I was doing the podcast by myself.
Bri Bri Tha Hutt.
Yeah. Peace out, guys.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Should we keep doing this after hours? Damn.
Fuck.
Can't even concentrate. All right.
Yeah.